Oh, hey, Brandon, how you doing? My day was good. I went back to work today. Hey, Lala, I'm doing good. Thanks. How are you? Went back to work today. Did some work. Worked a couple hours and was feeling okay. My back started to hurt at the end of the day, but it's all right now. I'm good. It's good to be back at work and just do whatever and start working again. Feels good. You're cool. Good to hear. Hey, Ali, how you doing? Overall, it was a good day. The energy was good. I'm just glad to work again, get some work done. It's weird because the place I went to is a place my client, I've been going to her for over 15 years, and she has a new maid now. And her husband, I knew her husband, he passed away. And I was telling her that, she didn't know I was a medium or anything like that. But I told her that, her husband's always going to be with her, and he's with her right now at the house. And she goes, "Oh, yes, yes, I believe that. I definitely believe that. I feel him around me." And blah, blah, blah. She's like, "Are you Catholic?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was born Catholic, and, my parents put me in Catholic school, church." I said, "I believe in God and all that." And, I didn't tell her I was a medium, but I was telling her stuff, and she was like, "Yes, yes, I know. I feel my husband and this and that." And I was like, "Yep, little do you know." But she was pretty much saying like that she knows he's there, and she pretty much believed I didn't even have to tell her. She was just pretty much telling me that he was there in the garden with her, and what he would say, what he would think, if he was alive and all that type of stuff. So it was pretty interesting. Yeah, it she needed somebody to talk to about it because she says that none of her friends believe in that, and told her go get another husband, and they were negative towards her and stuff. And I was like, "Look, don't listen to these people. Your husband's right there where he needs to be. And if you need to change things, just tell him you're changing it, and that's it. He'll be fine." Yes, Lala, I just got it. Thank you. I was just looking at my phone. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. But yeah, she was pretty much saying like how she believes he's there and she feels he's there, and I was like, oh yeah, he is. Yeah, he's definitely there with you. And I know the guy anyway, so I saw him in spirit, and he was showing me that he was around here by the garden and the dog and stuff. I was like, yep. I was just confirming what she was saying. That was nice. It was weird. I would have never like thought that I was gonna, talk to somebody in person about things like that. But she didn't mention nothing about mediumship or psychics or anything. And I weren't gonna mention it to her because she looked like she already knows that he's there, so she was already dealing with it. She just said it's very hard because it's only her and her son, and she says she lives in the house, and then her son has to do all this stuff, and she says that some windows need to be replaced, and she's got to replace it. She says it's a pain in the ass not having him around. So I was like, well, at least you got your son to help you, and you can always hire somebody. She's like, yeah, I know, but my husband did everything, and I'm like, yeah, you're not alone, trust me. So I was like, just confirm with him before you do it. That's all. Just tell him you're gonna change shit. She's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I was like, yeah, do it. Yeah, it was good, Miss Bikini. It was good. Hey, Ninja. All right, Lala, you said, will Gideon go with me to the wedding with me on Friday? Yeah, work was good. Work was good. It rained here all day. It finally stopped raining about a couple hours ago. But all day it rained. I was getting wet going back and forth to the car from the house to get things, and it was a pain in the ass, but I got through it. All right. Mm. Well, it looks like he doesn't want to go, and if he doesn't want to go, Lala, and the reason he doesn't want to go is because he feels like going there is going to be difficult because that's what you expect. You probably expect a wedding from him too, and it'll probably give him like some type of vibes that he doesn't want. He might lie to you about why he's not going. I see like lies here and just like telling you something that isn't true. He's gonna wait to the last minute to tell you yes or no. But I'm getting more of a no than anything. And the reason I'm getting no is because he's feeling like going to a wedding with you is like pretty much going to make him feel some type of way, like how you might get all, like, hey, look, we're gonna have our wedding soon, right? So he might have that like feeling where you're gonna say something to him and he's not ready for that, or he doesn't want to hear that, or he doesn't want that. But I'm getting here like he's very unsure about going and he doesn't want to go. And I feel like I get lies here. I get like he's gonna lie to you about not going, or he's gonna say, hey, look, I can't go because I gotta do this or I gotta do that. Like I don't know how he is with you in public, like when you guys are in public and stuff. If you're in public with him, I don't know if he like, feels comfortable with you all the time, or like he has a problem with people knowing that, hey, this is my girlfriend. I don't know if he's ever introduced you as his girlfriend before. but he feels like being in public in front of people at a wedding will make him feel like a certain way. That's what I get. I got all negative stuff here, to be honest. I feel like he will in a way, but I don't know. His energy is so weird. Like it's telling me like he's thinking about it, but he's not quite exactly sure. I think it's gonna be like a last minute decision, but I still feel like he wants to go. I feel like he has to like figure out what he's got to do first, or what he has to. I don't know. It's like some weird shit going on here. Like I think that he'll go, but not for a long period of time. Like even if he goes, he might go for like an hour or two, but that's about it. Like he'd be like, okay, yeah, let's get out of here. I don't know if he like spends a lot of time like going with you to places, or he's like a quick type of guy. Like, okay, I'm heading off, bye, or I'm heading off. Let's get out of here. So if he's like that, it might, like I said, it's a spur of the moment thing. Oh, like I said, Lala is he doesn't feel like he wants to go, and if he does, he's gonna feel like some type of way. Like he's gonna feel like, oh yeah, I hope she doesn't feel that. I hope she doesn't think that I'm gonna get married to her right away. You know how people are when they go to weddings. They're like, yeah, don't you be getting no damn ideas. Oh, I don't think that he feels pressure. I just feel like he doesn't really give a shit. He doesn't really like care to go do things in public, or really like go out there and say, I'm going to a wedding today. Yay. I feel like it's not his thing. Yeah. See, every time I ask about it, like he's not really happy with himself. Like he's following his old ways. He still like feels like he can do better, but he doesn't. I'm also getting like he doesn't want to make the mistake of like arguing with you, or he doesn't want to argue with you. So he's kind of like saying to himself, all right, if I go, she's going to be happy. I'll make her happy. I might as well go and make her happy and go to this wedding for at least an hour or two, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So by going to a wedding, that's like kind of a higher commitment of of a relationship. So when you're together in a relationship and you're not married and you go to a wedding, you know, it kind of makes people feel awkward if they don't really want to get married, or they don't have that on their like bucket list, or they don't really want it to happen right now, no time soon. Yeah, I'm getting like him not in a good place. He's not really happy where he lives. He feels like he can't make any changes. He won't make any changes. I feel like he makes a lot of mistakes, and like he doesn't want like to upset you. He doesn't want to make you feel like he's not worth anything, or he doesn't want to make you feel like, that you're the problem. Well, this is what he does. This is him. I got him here. He comes up very strong in the reading. So he's very indecisive. So I feel like Friday, I feel like you guys could go, but it might be like a last minute decision on his part. Like he might really wait till the last minute and be like, all right, let's go. Yeah. He's living in the same way. Like the cards I get on him is like him not changing or not wanting to change, and him like feeling like he can't get ahead. But it's still possible we might go, but I can't really say yes or no because I'm not getting a complete yes or a complete no. I'm getting an indecisive answer. Like if I got all positive things, I would have told you yes. If I would have got all negative things, I would have told you no. But you're telling me this is his fears. So, you know, that's probably why he's probably saying to himself, do I really need to go? Should I really go? Or am I gonna really go? Or like if I go, what's gonna happen? Or if I go, is this gonna happen? Well, that's what if I were you, I would be like, say, hey, look, I think we should really go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I get. I get all negative things. So if he goes, it'll, like I said, it's gonna be like a last minute decision. Or I guess you might have to like ask him again. If you ask him tomorrow night when you speak to him, don't do it today, but tomorrow night just speak to him and say, hey, we still going or what? And see what he says. If he gives you I don't know yet, then that's what I'm seeing. He just doesn't have a real answer. Hey Virgo, how you doing, sweetie? Hey Sigma, how you doing? You can ask your question when you're ready. So just see how it goes, la la. But I wish I can give you a concrete answer, but I just don't have one. I'm saying that it all depends on him. I'm getting like mixed feelings, mixed emotions, not sure, indecisive. And like I said, if he does go, it'll be for a short time. There you go then. Yeah. So it's picking up his negative energy. That's why he doesn't want it. That's why I'm not getting a yes, unfortunately. When people are decisive, the cards are going to be indecisive too. When people are negative, it's going to show their negativity. It's going to show their energy. Yeah, it was good. I went back to work today, Virgo. It was nice. I had a good day at work, and it was decent. I got a lot done. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I'll be working for the rest of the week, trying to get shit done. Well, let's hope he does, Lala. Let's hope he goes out and has fun. We'll see. That's why I'm getting that last minute decision. Yeah, I hope you guys do go. It'll be good for him. Sometimes going out, people will actually have fun. All right, Sigma, you said. All right, cool, no problem. You're welcome. Thanks. What's the outcome with the situation with me, George, and the group? Well, Sigma, I see good things with the group. I see you, George, and the group being together. I feel like you guys will be honest with each other. I feel things will be, a lot of actions going to be put forth, a lot of talking, a lot of like consistency, a lot of things. Um, this person, George, seems to be honest and persistent, and I feel like this person is very devoted and mature. Person's friendly, they're smart. They look at you also as somebody who's got energy and action, and everybody feels like they're gonna get along. The rest of the group has common sense, and they're gonna make good decisions. I got all good cards here, to be honest, all good things. I feel like you're gonna get some important news about this. Everybody's gonna have good intentions. The group looks like they're unified, looks good. I don't see nothing bad at all, to be honest. Nothing. I have no bad cards here, all good cards. I feel like a lot of people, the person that's the head of the group, they have a lot of common sense and they use their judgments and they know and their knowing of life and things like that to prepare, to be practical. I feel like a lot of people in this group are smart and have education and like, they know what they're doing. They have a lot of good intentions, a lot of loyalty, consistency. Looks like the group's going to be good. You got a lot of action here. Whoever's in charge will control the situation, make sure the group's doing, up to par, doing good, whatever the case may be. Everything looks good. It looks good. I get the group was gonna be very friendly. People there will have a lot of sympathy. Mature people. Yeah. I don't really have nothing else to say, but it looks good. Nothing negative at all. All good. I got all people. I got a man, a woman, another younger person. I see a few people in the group that are very decent, very good people. So yeah, that is good. Good vibe. That's the outcome. The outcome is going to be very good. It's good. It's nice when things come together. Virgo, any updates? What's the latest? Any stare downs? Any sneak watching? He said, I feel weird. The more I'm just focused on me, I feel a pull towards him, and I look over, and we both catch each other looking all today. That's weird. I still feel like he's not making any progress in what he wants to do. He still feels stuck. I see him feeling restrained by other people. He's sad. He's lost his faith. Like I see him ending friendships with people, and he's feeling very stuck. And he's not happy. He feels lonely. He feels like he doesn't have any decent friends. He hates the fact that he broke things off with you. Like he can't really like, oh yeah, that's good. I remember I told you that she weren't gonna be there, and maybe he'll probably come over. But I just see a lot of like negative energy. Yeah. I see like him getting rid of like people, friendships, and people, and he's slowly and partially changing what he has to do, like. But I get like him not being active, and he means well, he's a good person, but he has ideas, but he doesn't like captivate him. He doesn't get him. He's timid. He's still like he's still not he's still not back on track. Though. I'm not getting anything like different on him. Yeah, I'm not getting him being like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the thing is, I think he's going through like you said, he's going through a transition. Like he's like, yeah, that's just people in general. People are just stuck. People feel like they can't do anything. People feel irritated. People are just like, yeah, whatever. That's like me. I stay away from everybody. I'm like, no thanks. I went to work today. It was weird. I was in that house and I was just like, ugh, I don't even want to be here. Like, and I was like, Mark, just do the job and just go. Like, I felt the energy in there. I'm like, yep, I don't even want to be in this fucking house. Like, I hate going to people's houses now. It's like I feel all the energy and shit. It's annoying. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Everything happens for a reason, like they say, right? So it's just you don't want things to like go that route, but it's life. It happens. It's annoying to deal with. It's annoying to have happen, but hey, it's better being single than being with someone who, is indecisive or has issues or doesn't tell you the right thing or doesn't do the right thing. When I went to work today, the maid came after I was there for about an hour or so. This lady and her husband passed away, like, I don't know, I guess 2 years ago or something like that. I guess I can't remember, but I know the guy, and she said to me, oh, my late husband. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I know. He used to come around here with the dog, and she's like, yeah, yeah, that's him. And she said to me, all my Filipino friends, they all tell me to go find another man. I'm still young and I should go find another man. I got a 31-year-old son. I don't want another man. I'm never gonna find another man like my husband. That's what she said to me, right? And I said to her, well, the best thing about people passing away is they're with you forever in spirit. And she goes, oh yes. And she got all excited, like I was like, oh boy. And then she was like, oh yes, I feel my husband with me when I go in the garden. We used to garden together, we used to plant things and get our own vegetables and fruits. And I helped him build the house, and I did this. And when I'm in the house and I know we need a new window, and I just looked up and said, to my husband, I said, look, we need a new window, and I have to get it. This window almost broke my arm. It slammed down, and I need to get a new one. So, I was talking to him, and I know he's listening, and I'm like, yeah, of course he is. I was like, people don't understand it. You keep talking like that, and you'll feel like he's there every day. You'll feel normal. It's nothing. It's never going to be the same as a physical presence, but the spiritual presence you can get used to, and it'll be so strong that you'll be like, fuck, this is pretty easy. This is pretty cool. Like, I got my man in spirit right here. He ain't going nowhere. And I told her, it's just like how you pray to God. You He's a spirit too. So he helps you, right? So you just ask for help with your own husband. She was like, oh yes, I do. I believe in God. And I'm a Catholic and I'm this. And she was telling me about things. I spoke to her for about a half an hour. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry to talk to you about all of these. I said, no, it's cool. Don't worry about it. You can talk to me about these things. Little does she know, right? She was talking to a medium and she was talking to me. So I was like, well, I wasn't going to tell her anything, but everything she told me was pretty much what her husband was saying in the background. Because he was there talking to me. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm hanging out at the house every day. I'm not going to leave my house. And he was saying that he's there every day. He's glad that his son is helping her and the dog's there. And he said that she's doing a good job at home and that she can change the window. And I was like, oh yeah, he would want you to change the window. I know he would. He was saying, yeah, tell her she could change the window. It's cool. I'm not going to get mad. And I was telling her, like, just say, look, hey, honey, I have to change this fucking window. Like, it's cool. Don't worry about it. And then he was like, oh, my son wanted to, she said, my son wanted to chop this tree down. And she was like, no, your father put that up. You'll be mad if it was gone. And he's like, I ain't worried about no tree. She can chop it. Tell her she can chop it the fuck down. And I was like, look, trees can grow and come back, and you need to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's cool. Oh man, it was so hard not to say to her, like, I'm talking to your husband right now. But she was pretty much confirming everything, so it was cool. But I felt bad for her, and I feel bad for people like that. But at the same time, like, it's easy for me because I'm used to it. For me, it'll be hard if I ever lost my wife or my mom or my dad or a close person to me. But I always speak to whoever is with me in spirit. So it's cool. You're welcome, Virgo. That's cool. So why in the car should I stop? I turned around and went there. And he gave me a free breakfast burrito and drink. Oh wow, that's cool, Miss Bikini. Oh, there you go. Well, I don't know if you've ever heard me say that, Miss Bikini, but I tell people all the time that spirit loves good in the car. Spirit loves good in the car rides and all that. I've always got spirit with me in my car every now and then. Not every day, but they're always with me in the car. Um, Ninja's dad was in her car one day and told me to tell her to slow the hell down. I'll never forget. I read for this woman in here, and her dad, right? He was like, he liked to look at women, right? And he would come with me to the city in my car, and he'd be like, "Hey, Mark, you mind if we go see some chicks? I want you to go along Front Street there and see where the cruise boat is. Let's go see if we can see some women." And I was like, "All right, bro, we guys will go for a drive." And he's in my car, right? And he's got his hand up, like his hand out the window like this. He said, "Put the window down." And he's got his hand out the window. I could see him like clear as day. He's like in my passenger side. He's got his hand. He's looking. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. Look at that one right there. And I was like, "Oh God, here we go." I was like, "This fucking guy is crazy." And I told the woman that he did that shit with me, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's my dad. He will always talk shit about women on the side of the road and tease my mom and me and be like, oh, look at her." And I was like, fuck, I was laughing. I was like, this guy's crazy. I ain't seen him for a long time. I ain't seen him around. He must be, at the beach, I guess. But I've had my friend Sue. She was in the car with me a couple times. She was in the car driving me, talking to me and stuff. We would talk up shit about people in the car and stuff like that, gossip, and whatever. Sometimes. So yeah, they go in the car plenty of times. They even show me what car you drive and all that stuff. They show me everything. Yeah, of course. So that makes perfect sense, Miss Bikini. Perfect sense. See, you're on the right path. Phil's with you. There's nothing to worry about. It's like I tell everybody, go get a free dinner. You got a free breakfast. There you go. There's still good people left in the world. You just gotta find them. And spirit's always going to be good to us if we're good to them. We acknowledge them. We have them in our hearts and our minds, and And I told that lady today, if you acknowledge your husband every day when you wake up and you're out in that yard around that house, she goes, "Oh, I do. From the day he left until now, I'm always and I don't even go with my friends anywhere. I just stay home with my husband." I'm like, "You're a good wife. You do that. Don't worry about those people. Don't let these people convince you to go get married again. You know, stay with your husband. You're good. He's still there. If you want to get remarried, go for it. It's your problem, not me. Hell no." Hey Sophie, how you doing? So yeah, that's a regular thing for spirit to be in the car, and sometimes they tell me what type of car you're in and all that type of stuff. You good? Good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm here. Had a nice day at work. Had a nice day overall. Energy's good. alive. I survived today without my back killing me, so that was good. It got a little tense towards the end, but I was all right. I'm good now. I don't feel that bad. I'm good. We're getting there. But it's interesting. Spirits everywhere. Um, it's always something. What is it gonna do real quick? I'll give you guys a message if you want. Yes, of course. All right. All right, Miss Bikini, your first card is get yourself balanced. If you have an answer to a question, it might be no at the moment. And remember, you have free will. Absolutely. Hey, calm down. Damn dog. Yeah, I'm psychic on Tuesdays. Virgo, you want a message? This is a Mark and Mark's tarot deck. See, that's why. You're welcome, Miss Bikini, anytime. It's crazy, dog. She's going to her bed now. You going to your bed now? All right, stink butt. All right, Virgo, let go and let God deal with it. You also got the same card. The answer is no at the moment. But what you want in life is in the near future. Amen. You're welcome. My cards are yes, it's possible. I know it's possible. Spirit says I'm beautiful. I don't know about that. Handsome. I don't consider myself beautiful. I have a beautiful heart, maybe. Yeah. I have beautiful eyelashes. And what I want is in the near future too. My damn fucking money. Need some moolah. What I want is a damn vacation. That's what I want. And get the fuck out of here. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Mm-hmm. Okay. I have to charge my damn phone. Mm. As soon as I said that, it said low battery. I knew I was psychic on Tuesdays. Boom. Oh, Lord. Stay. Thank you. Oh Lord. It's quiet tonight. I think Marley's still on too. I had to come on earlier. Well, this isn't early anyway. So it's 11 o'clock. I was over Marley's and she was so busy. And then I was like, I gotta go live now so that way I can go get in my bed early because I'm going to work tomorrow again. So I had to go make sure I get in my damn bed. Hmm. She's right behind me. Oh, I'm sure she is. You're being talked about. You okay? Everybody, she says you look comfy. You have the best life in the world. You're gonna tell everybody that you got scared of the thunder today? You gonna shit yourself? It was thundering today. It had some big loud thunder and lightning, and she almost shit herself. She got up and she was like, "Oh shit!" She can't stand it. She cannot stand it. She hates thunder and lightning. She'll go to the door and she'll be like, "Oh shit!" Then she'll go back and she'll start panting. Then she'll come over to me as if to say, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, "It's thunder and lightning, dummy. You'll be all right." Yeah, she's knocked out. I'm gonna take her ass to go pee in a little while, and we're gonna go to sleep. Miss Bikini, you said, "How do we talk to family that don't believe?" My aunt, I think she thinks I'm nuts. Well, the thing is for people who don't believe, they're never going to believe unless something happens to them to make them believe. But to non-believers, it's best not to say anything. It's best to just keep it to yourself. We don't have to convince them at all. We don't have to tell them anything. We don't have to, you know, explain anything to anybody. Only we know what's going on. Some people just don't believe it. Some people just won't believe it, and they don't. There's a I've been trying to make the point of a lot of people that believe in God and believe in Jesus don't believe in mediumship and don't believe in psychics, right? But if you if you believe in God, you believe that He's a spirit because that's what He is. He's not a man; He's a spirit, and so is Jesus, and so is everyone else that passed away. So, what do you not believe that everyone's a spirit? So then, if they don't believe what you're saying, that you see Phil or you feel him or he's around, and they don't believe you, then that's not your problem because those people are not, you know, believers. But if you do believe, you shall receive. That's how it works. Some people say seeing is believing, but I say if you believe, you shall receive. Because I don't need to see, even though I do, but I don't need to. Do I believe in Lucifer? Nah. Yeah, there you go. See, you got a free breakfast. I believe that um, the devil once was an angel, and just like how it says in the Bible, and the devil was always trying to, get people and all that. Lucifer is just another name. Well, I mean, Lucifer is in the Bible. You know, Lucifer is the devil, so it's just another name for the devil, really. Yeah, you can call the devil many things: Satan, devil, Lucifer. There's a few other devils out there that have names. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to offend anybody because they might be voting for those people. But as many people believe in God, there's as many people who believe in the devil too. So I believe that, I believe that the devil's real, but I don't believe in him. I believe he exists, but I don't want to believe in him. I've made up my mind already. I'm team God always. Never will I change. No, no. It's crazy how everything has different names but means the same thing. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Well, the best thing to do, if she doesn't believe you, then don't try and convince her. You know, that's the main thing, Miss Bikini, is don't try and convince her. If she asks you things about it, then you say it, and then that's it. You know, um, some people will never believe that spirit exists or someone can talk to them until they actually get a reading, and they're like, "Holy shit!" How the hell did this person know that? A lot of people don't believe. Hey Dan, all good, brother. How you doing? Is Marley still on? I look at it this way, Miss Bikini. I've A lot of people that have come to me. A lot of people have come to me over the years, and they weren't believers. Okay, cool. They weren't believers, and then I made them believers, and they were scared to come to me because they didn't. They thought, I was going to expose them, or they were going to hear something that they didn't want to hear, and I've made a lot of people believers, and that's all that matters to me. I do my part. I do God's work for Him, through Him, with Him, and in Him, and that's all that matters. Like, I'm not here to like make everybody a believer, and if I'm not going to convince anybody of otherwise, whatever you believe in is what you believe in. But I know for a fact that this is real, and if I know something that only you know, and Spirit tells me about it, then I'm going to convince you that it's real. Because how am I supposed to know? So that's why, like, a lot of people that have come through here have left believers, and they're like, okay, this guy is real. Cool. I can go see him whenever I want, and that's all that matters. So if I'm making people believers and they trust me to deal with them and their spirit, then that makes me happy. If I can make somebody a believer, that's good. Because not only will I make them believe in me, and I'll make them believe in that, in God and that spirit. Simple. Yeah, exactly. I agree. And that's the way it should be, you know? Oh, nice, Dan. Hey, Aquarius, how you doing? So, Miss Bikini, it's not your job to explain. You're not the medium, you know. You're not the one that's reading to explain to people and to convince them. If you tell your aunt, I feel here and feels with me, and I can feel him. He guided me to get a free burrito today. I stopped. He was talking to me. Some people don't. Some people just think that that's bullshit. But see, only we know because we're the ones who's listening to it. So for people like your aunt, she doesn't believe, then she won't receive. You see, she won't get anything. And if she does, she'll think it's bullshit. And some people are so oblivious to whether or not they're hearing, seeing, or feeling spirit, or they're getting some type of sign, But that's like me 20, 25 years ago when I was 22 years old. I was in Portugal sitting on a park bench with this guy, and he's a psychic. Um, Sometimes he's a psycho too, but I didn't never really liked him. But he sat me down and he said to me, spirits talking to me, and he said to me, you can do what I do. You're powerful, you have a gift, and it's up to you to take it. And I was just like, yeah, whatever, bro. I don't want to do no psychic shit. I don't believe in that shit. I said I believe in God. That's all that matters. I don't need to be no psychic. I don't want to be a psychic. So I turned that idea down a long time ago. Then when I was 30, same thing happened. I met a psychic lady and she said that I had a gift and I should do it, and I was like, nah, no thanks. I don't feel like doing that shit. I ain't talking to no dead people. That's bullshit. And then I started to get convinced. I started to get signs. I started to hear, see, more and more. And then now I'm doing it for everybody. So it's a process. Sometimes you really have to like go through the whole shebang to be a believer. Some people have to see to believe. So when people tell me, "Oh yeah, Mark, that's right. Yeah, this person is this," or "Yes, Mark, yes, you can. I can't believe that. Oh yes, you can see. Oh yeah, this is the person. Yes, that's them. Oh my God, yes." So when I see all the feedback I get, I know that I'm doing the right thing. That's all that matters. But in your case, it don't make sense. It don't make sense explaining to anybody because only you know Phil better than all of them. So you deal with him, and that's it. Whoever believes you, believes you. Whoever don't, don't. That's why I can't tell certain people that I'm a medium and I'm a psychic and I talk to dead people and I can, talk to your ancestors and your grandmother and whoever just died. They'll be like, yeah, right. You're an idiot. So I'm not gonna sit there and publicize my life to people and say, hey, everybody, you know, um, I'm really good at this shit. If you want to try me, give me a couple bucks, I'll show you what's going on. But I don't even care. You come to me, you get what you want. If you don't, it don't make no difference to me. I'm not gonna try and prove nothing to nobody. Been there, done that. And neither should you. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Talking about these type of things is very, uh, it's weird to talk to people about things like that they don't believe. So I used to get nervous when people used to ask me like, "Oh yeah, you're really a psych? Let me see," test me. And now I don't get nervous. I actually take on the challenge and laugh. And be like, "Yeah, little do you know, in about 10 minutes from now." you're gonna be like, fuck, shit. Oh well. Mark got me. You got sunflower seeds to sprout? Oh, nice. I like sunflower seeds. You're doing good, Edge. That's good. That's it. That's just an infection. How's the wife, Dan? Much better? Better? Progressing? Oh, good Lord. Mm-mm. Not yet, Mark. Not yet, brother. What do you mean? What was I up to? What were you up to, Marky? What do you mean? I'm always up to something. I'm always up to something. I'm always thinking. I'm thinking every day, all day. All day, every day. That's all I do is think, think, think. If I got paid to think, I'll be a millionaire. Which a lot of people will be too. Oh my God. Oh my God, I have a question. Oh my God, why am I not surprised? My day was good. I went back to work today. Don't encourage it, Dan. um, my day was good. I went back to work today. Um, I worked for a good bit. It was raining on all day today, so it was a pain in the ass going to and from work. And yeah, please don't. It says no feeding. I forgot to put it there, Dan. I'll make sure I leave the sign up. But yeah, age requires. I had a good day. I went back to work today. My back felt good working. I got a lot accomplished. I got to go back tomorrow, and then the next day. What's today? Tuesday. I got to go Wednesday. I'll be finished, like inside. Inside the house, I'll be finished tomorrow, and then probably Thursday I have to go power wash like the pool deck or something. And I might get it all done tomorrow. I have to see how I feel, but I really don't want to push myself too much. After I was there for 5 hours today, and after the fifth hour, like the fourth going on to the fifth hour, I kind of felt my back getting stiff. And I was like, yeah, Mark, that's enough. Yeah, I had to scrape a lot of walls, paint off the walls were bubbling. See, our houses here are concrete, and this house is actually a stone walls. Some of it's concrete blocks and some of it's stone wall. Because way back like 100 years ago, they used to build houses here with stone wall. They used to cut the stone out of the earth and then use the stone blocks to build the houses. So and then they plastered it with mortar. So when it rains, sometimes like it'll like if the house is old, the water will seep into the actual stone walls and push the plaster off the wall, or the wall or the paint will bubble up. So here we have a big problem because it rained a lot this last month and last year. This year and last year it rained a lot. It was a record amount of rain. So all inside the house in almost every room, there's like the paint's all bubbled up. It's like it reacts to all of that, stuff. Hey Marley. So I had to scrape all the bubbles off. Some places I had to like use mortar to patch up little holes. I patched up a big hole because like the whole wall, like parts of the wall came off. So it's annoying. Yes, it is. It's 11:11, and I wish that you get everything you need, Marley. See in the background, the 11:11. My wish on 11:11 is for you, Marley, that you get everything you need in the upcoming months. I'll leave my wish for you. Stones from the creek, outer wall on the inside. Yeah, 22 thick. Yeah, that's like our walls are like 12. We have 12 inch. This house right here has 12-inch blocks on the bottom and 10-inch on the top because it's a two-story house on top of a hill, so it had to be built like very solid. Sometimes they pour the cells of the blocks with concrete. That's what we do sometimes. But it's a pain in the ass here because like the concrete gets wet and then the paint comes off the wall like in it on the actual wall. The paint bubbles off, so it's annoying. So inside the house, this is what was happening. Outside is a disaster at this house because the house I'm working at is about 100 years old, and my dad's house is over 100 years old. But it's been reconstructed, redone in some areas. But the outside of my dad's house, I redid it like 2 years ago. I redid my dad's roof. I redid my dad's walls, and now I got to do the inside. I did half of the inside last year, and this year I'm gonna do the other half, like his bedroom. I have to like scrape the walls and put prime on there, 2 coats of prime and 2 coats of regular paint. I'm gonna get my mom and dad a new carpet for their room. They're gonna have to move into my old room for like about 2 or 3 days till we get it all back to normal. Yeah, my mom and dad's house still have a cast iron pipe that goes to the pit, and we had to like take it out and put like PVC. And there's still a cast iron like vent pipe there that goes to the pit. It's actually in the house. I wish I can take it out, but my dad's like, "Don't you dare touch that." They get paranoid when I touch the house because it's old, right? And I'm like, You guys still don't trust me, do you? I'm like, all right, I'll leave it there. You can look at its old ass in there, no problem. So yeah, my I have to go there and deal with it. Yeah, here we had horse and buggies too. My sister's wedding, well, it doesn't mean anything now, but for her wedding, we went in a horse and buggy for her wedding 25 years, well, 21 years ago. My sister, instead of going in cars, we went in horse and buggy to the church, and from the church to the reception. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was very romantic, but it didn't work. They got divorced. So, so it was good while it lasted. But yeah, I remember that we went in horse and buggy. It was pretty cool. People still do that here. People still have horse and buggy on weddings and shit. I don't. To me, I don't think it's romantic. I don't really care for all that shit. I don't want no damn horse shitting all over the place while I'm, in the back, like riding in the fucking horse and buggy. Listen to that clack, 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 clack shit. I'm not much of a horse fan, but no, my luck, the horse will probably shit himself the whole way there and the whole way back, and I have to smell that shit everywhere. Oh shit! I always said if I ever get married one day, I want to get married like by the beach. My brother got married on the beach, and that didn't last either. That guy got divorced too. That kind of sucks. My brother, he got married on the beach, and it was very windy that day, but at least they got married. Well, they got married in the church, but like they went to the beach to take pictures. Like, you know what I mean? Like they got married in the church, and we went straight to the beach to go take pictures and hang out down there. And then the at the beach place that we went to, it was like a clubhouse, and we had the reception there right by the water. So it was pretty cool too. My oldest sister's wedding, I can't remember her now, man. What the fuck did we do for her wedding? I can't even remember my older sister's wedding. I don't know. I was like 17 when my older sister got married. I was like 17 years old, and I can't remember what the hell happened. I don't know. We had like, I think it was like a reception and shit, and it was nothing romantic. It was nothing like, oh my god. We went to a place to take pictures at like it's called Botanical Gardens. It's like it's got all these really cool like old monuments and things like that, and like it's got like all this cool shit. I don't really care for that shit. If I get married one day, I like to get married on the beach on a nice day, not too hot. I want to get married in like April or May or something when it's not too hot and like on a nice day. I like to get married on the beach, and then I'll throw her ass in the water, and then like you know I'll tell her I'll drown your ass if you ever fucking cheat on me. You understand? That's why I got married to you on the beach. You hear me, bitch? Oh, let me take your head out of the water. Why the hell do you do? You try to drown me? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking drown you if you cheat on me or we get divorced. You understand? Okay, okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right, give her a towel, wipe her up, dry her off. We're going back to the hotel. No, I'm just teasing. Come on. To see a new mother, I'm gonna make sure she does. Well, no, actually, let me not say that. Danim has got me to say something. I gotta watch your comments, Dan. You're gonna get me in trouble. Well, actually, Dan said it basically. He wanted to see my mother-in-law get swept out to sea. You know, hopefully, I ain't got to deal with a mother-in-law. I'll deal with her in spirit. Nah, that's cool. I can handle mother-in-laws and father-in-laws and all that shit. Brother-in-laws. I actually think that's a huge challenge. I actually think that if I had a mother-in-law and a father-in-law, and I was like, married to their daughter, and they doubted me, or they didn't want me to marry their daughter, I'll prove to him that that I'm ready to have their daughter, and I'm going to make their daughter happy. See, I like that challenge, so I would rather have him around and not get swept out to sea. Sometimes it never gets cleared up. I remember when when my brother got a divorce from his wife, she told my brother, "Oh, I know your mom and dad will be happy because they never liked me." And he said, "Not only my mom and dad, my whole family didn't like you, and I should have fucking listened to him." And she felt like a penny. There you go. See, I'll never forget. I was 18 years old, and my girlfriend at the time, uh, she was 17, and she was about to. We went to the. She asked me to go to the prom. I had already left school. I had left when I was 17, and I had my car license at 18. Here in Bermuda, it's 18. You have to be to drive a car. So I got my car license, and I drove my girlfriend to the prom, and we went to the prom. I didn't want to go. I was like, I don't want to go to no prom. She's like, please, man. I was like, all right, I'll fucking go. So I rented a tuxedo and I went, and she got so mad at me because I got like drunk. Because you can drink here when you're 18. So I got drunk. I got out of hand with all my friends. Kind of got pissed off at, her not like wanting to have fun. And she was like a little miserable bitch that day. Then she said to me, hopefully, one day when we get married, we'll do this like, on the beach right here, like we are in the prom. And I was like, yeah, maybe. And I always remember, like I told her that day, I said, your mom didn't even want me around you. She still doesn't want me around you. Your mom does not want me around you. She's already made that clear to me. She can't stand me. Your dad's cool, but your mom don't want me around. And she's gonna do something to get us broken up Monday. And sure as hell she did. And my girlfriend said she was going to college. She says, "Oh, I'm going to college, and you're gonna be here, and I think it's best we break up." And I was like, "God, that sounds like your mom talking." She was like, "Oh my God, leave my mom alone. She's not getting." I said, "Look, your mom already came to me and told me." No, she didn't. I said, "Yeah." I snitched. I told her, I said, "Your mom came to me and told me she don't want me to be with you while you're in college because I'm gonna ruin your life. So you know what? Fuck you and your mom." So I went about my business. So I know what it's like. From a young age, I knew what it was like to be not liked by someone's mother that I was dating. What's her sign? She's a Leo. I didn't know that back then. I didn't really care about signs back then. But yeah, she was a Leo. She was my opposite. Yeah, we sent her over to the Virgos, yeah. It's all good. She ended up getting married to an Aquarius, to be honest. She married an Aquarius. She got divorced from an Aquarius. And she had 2 kids with the guy. And then she cheated on him with her boss. That's like 15 years older than her. And then she ended up getting remarried to this guy, and she's still with him. And he's divorced with 2 boys. But I don't know his sign, though. Do I care. But yeah. And in between that, she dated a guy, and she left him, and he ended up going to the nut house. And I was like, I'm the only one that survived that bitch. The rest of them are like, yeah, fuck that. So yeah, when she got married a second time, her mom was devastated. I'll never forget, my friend sent me the picture on Facebook. He goes, hey, look at your ex. She got married a second time, and look at the mom. Look at the mom on the picture. Look at her. She's so pissed. I'm like, yeah, she shouldn't have got rid of me. If she would have married me, she would have been all right. But she didn't want me. She probably didn't want the first husband, and now she definitely don't want this guy. And she's like, Catholic and religious, so she's against all that second marriages and all that shit. I was like, that's what you get, biatch. You try to get what's best for your daughter, and it backfired. That's why I always tell people, don't let your parents get involved in your love life. You make your own decisions. If you do, sometimes it'll work. If you don't, well, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Sometimes your parents know best, and sometimes they really don't. But if you're growing up to get married, you're growing up to make a decision with the right person. And sometimes, some people say, well, when I married the person, they were perfectly fine, and then they changed, and that's very true too. So there's pros and cons to it all. But it's all good. You grew on your wife kind of like fungus. I mean, we can sit here and debate the signs and all that stuff. See, Dan, you're a Leo and your wife's an Aquarius. And you guys have been together for a long time. So it doesn't matter really what sign you are. You could be opposites and still, be together. I don't really believe in all the sign bullshit too much. But I believe it can be like, an influence, or it can be real at sometimes. But I feel like if those 2 people love each other that much, the sign won't matter. It's the person's character. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. My mom is a Capricorn and my dad's a Libra, and they've been together for almost 60 years. So I know a lot of people who are together, and it just depends. My brother is a Cancer, and he married a Cancer woman. Their birthdays were 2 days apart, and they got divorced after a while, and that's the same sign. I just believe that it depends on the people. It depends on your love for one another. You know. Oh, that's good. Shit. No, I shouldn't have played with that damn thing. Jessica, are you still dreaming again? Between your father and your stepdad, your mom was married 50 years. Yeah. I mean, some people get married twice. My uncle, he married this chick and she kind of ruined everything. And then he divorced her and got married to my auntie. And they've been together for like 50 years too. And they had two daughters. I know a lot of people that's been remarried and very happy. And then I know people that are remarried and it didn't work. Then I know a guy that's been married 3 times, and his third marriage is his best marriage. You know? Yeah, people get hung on signs. I don't really care for that. Yeah, that's Dan. A lot of people. I just spoke to a widow today at the job I was at. She was the maid, and she's a Filipino lady, and she was married to this guy for I think 35, 40, yeah, 35 years. She was married to him, and then he passed away. And all her friends are telling her to get remarried because it's been 2 years now. And she's like, hell no, I'm never gonna find another man like mine. My cousin, um, her husband's been passed away for almost 40 years now. He's been gone, and she's never gotten remarried. She dated briefly, but then she didn't want to. She's been a widow for 40 years, and she will not get married to another person. She won't even date anybody. It's like some people have like that, that golden coochie. They don't want nobody to touch it unless one person. If it didn't work, then fuck it. That's it. My aunties were all like that too. My auntie passed away. She left her husband behind. He's still living, that fucker. He's no good for shit. Um, he should have been the one that passed away, not her. But unfortunately, that the devil lives sometimes. Then my other aunt, this month makes 5 years. Both my aunts died in the same week. And they both were without their husbands for like almost 20 years. And they never ever got remarried. They didn't even think about it. My grandmas were widows for years. My grandma was a widow. With one of my grandmas was a widow for. She lived to see 94, and my grandfather died when my mom was having me 5 months pregnant. So she was without her husband for like 40 years. Yeah. So I never got remarried. I never had a boyfriend. Never even thought about it. I know this lady. That's one of my mom's best friends. She had a lot of tragic shit happen to her. She got married to a guy that was 20 years older. She had 2 kids with a boy and a girl with him. He passed away. She married a younger guy that was like 15 years younger than her. She was married to him for like 5 years. He died in a bike accident. And then a couple years later, she got remarried to a guy that lost his wife through cancer. And now she's still with that guy. But she's been married 3 times. But She went by the Bible. The only way she can get remarried was if the husband passed away. That's crazy. Hey Tristan, all's good, man. Yeah, work was good, bro. Thanks for asking. It was good. Got a lot accomplished. I'm ready to go work again tomorrow. Yeah, exactly. Some people are content with their life, being a widow and stuff. That some people don't care, like they don't care. But some people are like they need somebody, like they really need somebody. They can't live without nobody. But I'm so glad I'm not like that. Like I don't like I've never been a desperate person to get married or to have a child, or I'm not desperate to be in a relationship. And I'm not saying people are desperate. People just want that, but I don't care. It don't bother me. I'm not one of those people that get bothered by people saying, "Oh, you're still not married? You still ain't got no kids?" Some people used to say that to me back in the day. Now they don't. They say, "Oh, thank God you don't want no damn kids. You don't want no wife. Fuck that shit." Yeah, man, my wife left me, and people tell me the totally opposite now. Like 20 years ago, they were like, "Yeah, you must be this, you must be that, you must not like coochie or something. What's wrong with you, man? Go make a baby. Go get married, man. What's wrong with you, man? Go get a girlfriend." And now they're like, "Hey, Mark, you're not married?" No. Oh, fuck, thank God, man. You don't want no fucking bitch. You don't want no kids. They're a fucking nuisance. I'm like, yeah, it's amazing how your story changed now. Fuckers. That's what you get. Trying to push that shit on me. Don't put no label on me for that. Leave me alone. So everybody who is single in here, enjoy your single life. That's what my advice to you. Enjoy your single life. For those of you who are married and happy, God bless you. Good night, Virgo. Take care, sweetheart. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. Your stepdad was a policeman, Aquarius. He had a turn. He had a turn on a machine. My stepdad passed. My mother never took his message off the answer machine. Oh man. Yeah, that happened. That happened with me too. My friend Sue that passed away. We used to voice note each other on WhatsApp, and it took me a long time to like delete it. And like I had it archived for a while, and then I was like, you know what? I can talk to her in spirit now. And I spoke to her in spirit, and I said, look, I'm gonna delete your message. I can't listen to it anymore because I'm gonna like I can't handle listening to it anymore. And every time I see it, like I get emotional, so I'm gonna delete it. She was like, "Yeah, cool, don't worry about it. You can talk to me in spirit. I'm not offended." And that was it. I just got rid of it. I was like, so I don't have to like see it and deal with it. But it took a while for me to do it. It's just like my friend that committed suicide last year. It's been a whole year since he did that already. And I was talking about him on Sunday, and I had his number in my phone, and I deleted it because I won't be needing it anymore. So I deleted that off my phone. And I was like, "Fuck, man, this is crazy." So yeah, I feel that some people, they it's hard to let things go like that. But people have to realize that death is very, and it's annoying, it's hard to deal with, and it takes time. But if you acknowledge them in spirit, it's a lot easier. It's an easier process to deal with. But not too many people want to deal with it because they're like, oh, it's not the same, and and I'm like, I know, but to give you closure and to make you feel better, just know that that person's still watching you, seeing you, hearing you. They're still right there. That's exactly what I told that lady today. You know, I told her, she said, I was in the garden on the weekend and I was, planting things and I was, in the garden. I started to cry because I knew my husband would help me and now I have to do it by myself. And thank God I got my son. And I was like, well, he's proud of you. He knows you're doing it. So, hey, go for it. Sometimes it just happens. It's fucked up. And then a lot of people tell me, oh, you're lucky, Mark. You have your mom and dad. You have your siblings. You have all those people still. You ain't got to worry. You don't have nobody that's passed away that's really close to you. But the most significant death that I mourned and was really fucked up over was my dog. My very first dog I got when I was 18 going 19. I got my pit bull puppy. He was like about a year old. And I had him for 14 years. And he was 15 when he passed away. And he was still living when I took him to the vet. He pretty much couldn't walk anymore. And then his leg got purple. And he had a blood clot in his leg. And he was like pretty much going to be fucked anyway. They couldn't do anything for him. He was pretty much on his way out. He barely ate. Um, he had a good innings. And then when I left him there at the vet that day, and I looked at him, and I just looked at him, I said, "Look, you're gonna go to a better place now. You'll be fine. You're not gonna be any more pain." And that killed me that day, to leave him there, knowing that I'm leaving him for dead. That hurt me. I rather just see him dead and then just bury him. But taking him to the vet to die, that's like it was the worst day of my life till today. I was like my best friend and buddy, and it made life so. I was so fucked up for like a long time. For a long time, I didn't even want to see another animal or even deal with another animal. And every time I came home and I didn't see him there anymore, and I was like, "Fuck this." So that's probably the only real serious death to me that's made me, you know, be fucked up for a while. It's nothing like a pet like that you see every day and you deal with them for years and years and years. But now I got Diamond here, so she reminds me of my dog a lot. But then again, when she goes one day, it's gonna hurt again. She's been with me like 24/7. Yeah, so that's my biggest thing. That's why I don't really after Diamond goes one day, my dog, I can't do another one. You know, that's gonna be too hard for me to deal with. I think that's gonna be my last pet, my last dog. Period. So I don't want to go through all of that shit again. It was bad enough. I begged my sister not to get this dog. And when they got it, I was like, oh boy. I said, look, you shouldn't get it because then we got to deal with this shit. And I'm like, I don't really want to deal with it. But oh well, it's too late now. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah. Yeah, same thing with my mom when our cats died. Every time one of our cats died, she was devastated. She'd be messed up for like a whole year. I have to listen to that shit. My cat, my cat. I'm like, Mom, please stop. I'm like, oh God. My mom's sister, my mom's last sister, she passed away. The one that we're waiting for the inheritance, she passed away in May of last year, and I can't believe it's almost going to be a year already since she passed. Time is like totally flying. It's crazy. And it's sad because she wanted to die at home, and then she died in a nursing home. She died in a hospice. She was 83, and she died 2 months before her birthday. And she was without her husband for like 16 years. He died from cancer. So, it's tough. I know it's tough out there for a lot of people with deaths and dealing with things like that. But I'm going to remind everybody over and over that it doesn't matter how many people and how many pets that have died, they're all with you in spirit. And if you believe that, trust me, you'll feel it, you'll know it, and you'll just sense it. And it'll make their passing easier for you to accept. Because that's all they really want. And you got to think about it. When you become a spirit, what are you going to do? Ask yourself, what am I going to do? Aren't you going to go to your loved ones? Aren't you going to see all the people in spirit that you used to know? You're going to see all of them. Plus, you get to see. See, when you're a spirit, you have the ultimate life. You get to see your old friends and family, and you still get to see the new ones and the original ones and the ones you've been with all this time. But a lot of people don't look at it like that because they think it's bullshit, but it's not. It's hard to understand for some people. Some people are like, yeah, whatever, Mark. Like, yeah, okay, you'll see. You'll see. I'm trying to explain it to you. You don't want to believe me, that's okay. I don't know nothing. It wasn't me. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. It's almost quarter to 12 here. I need to get my ass to bed. I gotta go work at 9:30 tomorrow. So I need to get up, go bed, get a nice sleep. And I'll be back tomorrow night around this time, probably. If I finish work early, which I might, I have to see how it goes. If I finish work early, I might be on here earlier. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We shall see. All right. Good night, Ninja. Good night, Aquarius. Good night, Dan. Good night, Miss Bikini. Good night, Tristan, if you're here. Marley. Good night, all of you. Hope you guys have a wonderful day tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I will see you all tomorrow, God willing. Rudy. Rudy comes out of anywhere. Look, Rudy's been in the background listening. She'd be like, "Hey, Mark, what's the meaning when someone talks to you in your dream?" No, don't apologize. It's cool, sweetheart. It's all good. No problem, Miss Bikini. What's the meaning when someone talks to you in your dream? It all depends if they're living or dead. If they're living, it's probably because they're thinking about you or you're thinking about them. And if they're dead and they're in spirit, it's probably the same thing, or it's like them trying to tell you something. It all depends on what the dream is. If the dream is like a message or it's like them telling you something, then it has different significances. When someone talks to you in the dream, it all depends on what they're saying, if it's true or not, or You know, you heard a voice saying, "You got me." Do you love me? I remember the voice. Well, if you remember the voice, then who the heck is it then? Then you would know. If you heard it clear, then that's good. That means the person's got you. Well, it depends on how they got you. He comes to her in her dreams. Jessica, what are you talking about? Can I answer tomorrow? What are you talking about? You ain't asked me no damn question. Why is it you guys, when I leave, you wanna talk to me? When I say I'm in here all this time and you ain't said nothing, but I say I'm gonna leave and then you guys want to talk to me. Huh? And what are you talking about? Can I answer you? Why is it you want to ask me crazy questions? I know, Rudy. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about damn Jessica. She likes to aggravate me all day, every day. If you think if it sounds like Steven, then it probably is because he's been coming to you in the readings, right? So it could be him. If you recognize the voice, it could be him. It could be. I'm getting it was him, yeah. I got yes. Rudy. I checked for you, Rudy. It is him. I got yes, it's him. Just for you. What you mean I never gave you the green light? You want me to go back and like show you again, Jessica, where you did none of that? You want me to prove you wrong again? You know how this works. What's your problem? And why do you have to ask me unnecessary questions? You really don't need to ask me nothing. You know the answer. Hmm? You just want to aggravate me. That's all you want to do. The last thing you said here is, Mark, it's crazy how two YouTubers in French Montana came here. One of the YouTube guys I would marry. The Italian guy is here now. That makes no fucking sense. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And then you said, but I have a question behind it. And then you said, no, LOL. And then you said, I don't have two questions left. I have no idea what the fuck you just said right there. You don't even speak English. Why you always got me calling you out? Oh, Lord have mercy. And then she says, I never gave her a green light. See what I'm saying? I don't know what more I gotta do. I don't understand. When you first came in the room, you said, "Oh my God, Mark, I got a question," and that was it. And that was like an hour ago. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. Okay, tomorrow's another day, and you should go to sleep too and worry about Jessica. And don't worry about French Montana and some fucking invisible Italian guy and all these type of things, okay? Spirit wants you to take a break from asking questions, and Spirit wants you to take a break from asking questions to them, to me, and to everyone. Save your time, your energy, and your money and work on Jessica. For the love of God, please just do that for at least a month, and you'll see your life will be better. Trust me. All right? Take my advice. Yes, I will, Dan. Definitely. Here you go again. I was just thinking that the atmosphere was throwing it in my face that Mo ass hasn't. Are you listening to yourself? I'm gonna get out of here because you're not gonna do this to me tonight. Okay? I'm gonna go to bed. And I'm not gonna go to bed mad or angry. I'm gonna go to bed nice and calm, and you're gonna leave me alone, and you're gonna go to sleep too. Okay? Go to sleep and dream about Mo and dream about all these things you want to dream about, okay? Good night, Rudy. Good night, Dan, Marley, Jessica. Good night, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.